Welcome to today's sports report. The Big Edge Financial Express National Netball League Celtics defeated the National Under-23 team at the Dominica Grammar School grounds. Elizabeth Joseph scored 16 out of 18 tries and Marcia Reynolds with 26 from 34 tries as the Celtics took the match 45-42. Chanel St. Rose scored 37 out of 51 tries for the Under-23 team. That scores again in that match of the Big Edge Financial Express, Celtics 45 and Under-23 getting 42. In the Dominica Amateur Basketball Association's Division 1 League, Kyrie FM Old School went past the Elvis Weldon Green Hornets by 10 points. Kyrie FM Old School had 71 and Hornets 61. For Old School, Levi Barron netted 33 points, and for Hornets, Jacques Collier with 34 points. The other match played last night was interrupted by rain. That match there was between the Prowlers and E.H. Charles Crossovers. The match at the time was 41-40 in favor of the Prowlers in the third quarter when rain interrupted play. That game to be continued. And coach of the Dominica men's national football team, Shane Marshall, is of the view that many persons don't support the national team itself, but rather come to see players they like. The head coach even went on to say that a lot of people come to see Dominica perform poorly.
You have a lot of coaches in Dominica. You know, somebody doesn't know about your preparation. Doesn't know how your team trains, doesn't know how your players responding in training. You understand? So once people come to watch football, as long as they get here, a lot of people, they always want their player to come. It's like a lot of people in Dominica, they're not for Dominica team a lot, especially footballers themselves. It's like a lot of people come to see Dominica perform miserably. And everybody want their player to come on the field. Everybody, if you're from Newtown, you want a player to go. If you're from St. Joseph, you want a player to be on the field. If you're from Portsmouth, you want a player to be on the field. That can be a Dominica team. You understand? So if it's that's the way, we should just have a lot of Dominica teams all over the place.
Shane Marshall further stated that he doesn't see the Dominica football team getting anywhere with these attitudes. Another cause for concern for the Dominican national football head coach is the lack of training time.
Something I mentioned to the DFA, you know, we're not getting enough training. You understand? The team need to be in a gym, the team need to go to the gym, the team need to work hard, the team need to stick together. Because Matnik and those teams play football all the time. They play football all the time. Matnik maybe play how many friendlies and we had none. You understand? So you can't compete with those kind of teams. It is just impossible to compete with those kind of teams. Honestly, if we need to have to compete with those teams, we have to face the gym, we have to prepare more, we have to prepare earlier than that. You understand? And that's something after the World Cup qualifiers, and even before the World Cup qualifiers, that's something I always speak to the DFA about, that the national team needs to be in training all the time. We need to be in training all the time. You can have a national team off for 6 months and 3 months and 7 months, and then before tournament you call them to train for 3 months and 2 months. That's not.
Shane Marshall is also concerned of the players who are in and out of training on a regular basis. Some good news there for West Indies. The West Indies team, the women's team, have beaten their highly fancied New Zealand White Ferns by 6 runs to reach the World T20 final where Australia await. West Indies posted 143, their best score of the competition to date, as the Kiwis found themselves just 6 runs short in the end. The Windies had been to 4 semi-finals but have never gone on until now. And when Hayley Matthews' aggressive 16 from 14 deliveries came to an end at the top of the innings, Cooper joined her circumspect keeper, determined to give her team a chance at a total they could defend. West Indies women 143 for 6 in their 20 overs, New Zealand women 137 for 8 in their 20 overs. West Indies women winning by 6 runs. Brittany Cooper made a well-deserved half-century. She finished on 61 from 48 deliveries, hitting 5 fours and 2 sixes at the strike rate of 127. Cooper found support from Stephanie Taylor, who made 25, and DeAndre Doughton with 20. The only 3 batters to reach the 20s. Sophie Devine was New Zealand's best bowler as she caused some trouble against the West Indian batters. She took 4 wickets for 22 runs. New Zealand staring at the crease, they were left stranded on 137 for 8 with 6 runs in arrears. And not only is the women's team in the finals, but the West Indies men's team also. West Indies defeated India by 7 wickets in their batting first, scoring 192 for 2, and West Indies replying with 196 for 3. Lendl Simmons made 82 not out and Andre Russell 43 from 20, with Johnson Charles earlier making 52. Virat Kohli made 89 for India. So West Indies are in the finals and will play England on Sunday. And still with cricket, West Indies players Evan Lewis, Samuel Badri and Danish Ramdin have been selected to represent Power Green Sports Club in the NGC Group T20 Festival set to bowl off on March 31st. The Windies representatives who are on duty at the ICC World 2020 in India are expected to be available for the group stage of the tournament following the conclusion of the World Cup. Their return for the NGC Group T20 Festival will be the icing on the cake for a formidable squad that includes Trinidad and Tobago Red Force players Kavesh Kantasingh, Ewart Nicholson and ex-Red Force captain Jason Mohammed, as well as Christopher Badwell, Rahendra Chandrika, Royston Crandon and Dillon Johnson. Kantasingh expects the squad to seriously challenge for the TT 100,000 first prize. And that concludes the Primetime Sport Report for today. I am Alan Christopher saying goodbye.